Hello students, hope all of you are fine and healthy, doing your work on time, and I am receiving very less assignments from your part. So I want you to send your homework regularly to me, right, on my WhatsApp number. So students, let's begin with our topic. It is punctuation, right? We all have done it in our previous classes also, and you must be aware with this term punctuation. Punctuation is basically those marks or those directions which we use in a sentence, sometimes to stop the sentence, sometimes to separate the sentence, sometimes to focus on something special, sometimes to quote something, sometimes to show that it is the first word of the sentence, sometimes to make it meaningful, right? So punctuation marks are used to make sentence or sentences meaningful, and by using punctuation marks we give it a correct meaning. So we have some punctuation marks. If I'll tell the names, then you must be familiar. Full stop, capital letters, colon, semicolon, hyphen, commas, right, apostrophe, contractions and all. So these all are punctuation marks. So let's do it step by step. It is in your book, chapter 19 for grade 8, and for grade 7th we don't have punctuation marks in their book, but yes, you can do it with the help of this video and with the help of your pull-out sheets, right? So let's begin and do it, right? So when we talk, punctuation is the system or practice of using conventional signs and spacing as aids to understanding the meaning of printed text and other writings, right? So what I told you is is what it is saying, right? Now we use comma. First punctuation mark is comma, and we use comma to separate the element in series. First use of comma is to separate the elements, right? Sometimes we say that in my basket I have in my basket, comma, I have apples, oranges and banana. So to separate apple and oranges we used comma, and in my basket also to separate it we used comma, right? So first says to separate the elements in a series. So let's see how we do it. Mother got me a box of chocolates, shoes, a coloring book and a box of crayons. Now you can see there are different elements in the series which mother got for me, and they are separated by comma, right? Now to separate two independent clauses. Clauses means we did phrases. Phrases means a sentence which does not have subject or verb. Clause is a group of words which have or which has group of words which has subject as well as verb, right? So it is used to separate two independent verbs, right? So let's see. He pulled out a handkerchief from his pocket. Now it is a clause here because we have a subject, verb, right, everything. Waved it in the air and made it disappear. Right now we can see different clauses are separated by comma, right? Now next is after introductory clauses or phrases that come before the main clause. We use phrases sometimes to come in a sentence, right? We did phrases. So pushing the door open, right? Pushing the door open, we have verb here, right? And it is a clause which is separated by he peeped into the room. Peeped means entered, right? So we can say how we separate introductory clause or phrase from the main clause. Now in the middle of a sentence, to set of phrases, clauses, words that are not essential to the meaning of the sentence. We did our appositive phrase, so you saw that how we use comma there in appositive phrase. In non-essential phrase it is exactly same like that. And we can also say that when we want to separate any phrase, something like that which is not important. The girl won an award. Who lives next door? Is it important here? It is not. We can use these words and we cannot. It is not essential to use it, right? So the girl, comma, who lives next door, comma, won an award, right? Now, before direct speech, we did speech previous year also, in our previous classes also. So when we what is direct speech? Suppose if I am quoting the exact words which someone is speaking, exact words of speaker. So the teacher said we are going for picnic tomorrow. So when we want to tell what teacher say, so we used comma here, right? Now to set off phrases that express contrast. Contrast means when we compare two things, right? And when we not exactly compare, we contrast means when we say, when we tell something about two different things about a person, right? So in that situation you can say Mr. Raj was rich but not generous, right? Now we are contrasting two qualities of Mr. Raj, right? He was rich but not generous. So these two qualities are contrast, rich and generous, right? Now we use to separate items in dates and addresses. Sometimes in addresses, for example, if you write house number, comma, street number, comma, then the main locality. Same way in date October 4, 2014, right? So these all are the uses of commas, right? We use comma to separate element in the series, to separate clauses or phrases before direct speech, to express contrast, and to separate items in dates and addresses. Now let's talk about our next I should say punctuation mark, full stop, right? So full stop, students, we use to end a declarative and imperative sentence. You must have watched the video of sentences. Declarative sentence is a sentence in which we give a statement, and whereas imperative is in which we give request, command, orders, right? So these two are the examples. For declarative, the boy helped the old man cross the road. And second, imperative, open the door. Now it is command and it can be a request also, right? So we use full stop in two situations, to end a declarative or imperative sentence, right? Now we use capital letters. Use of capital letters. Capital letter is our next punctuation mark, and we use it when we begin a sentence. First, after full stop, first letter is always capital, right? So my friends work at Tata Infotech. Now for the pronoun I. For I is always capital. Even if you type something in your computer or laptop, you always say see there is a autocorrect for I, right? For proper nouns, India, Chennai, Kunal, Arctic, right? For family relationships, when used as proper names. For with names we say, right? When we say anyone's name, for example, you write your name always with capital letter. For books, magazines or films, yes, you always write name of books, magazines or films with capital letter. Example is Lord of the Rings, National Geographic, Home Alone. For the days of the week, the months of year and holidays, right? For example, January, Monday, and now it is saying that we use capital for seasons when it is not used with something. For example, if it is in summer, so we didn't use capital S, but when summer, winter, spring is separately used, in that situation we use capital letter. As the word in a sentence, that is direct quote. Same again, I told you in direct speech, we separate speaker by comma, and the words which he spoke will be the beginning of that alphabet or that word will be capital, that sentence, right? For periods and events, right? For periods and events, just for example, Mughal period, World War II, not for century numbers, right? But not for century numbers. Now last, for words and abbreviation of specific name, for example, HDFC, ICICI Bank, all these abbreviations we do we use capital letters. And for the specific name, Western Union is a specific name, right? So in that situation, what we use capital letter. So now I'll again repeat for capital letter. We use capital letter to begin a sentence, for the pronoun I, for proper nouns, family relationships, for the names of books, magazines or films, for the days of the week, the months of the year and holidays, as a first word in a sentence that is direct quote, for periods and events, for words and abbreviations of specific names, right? So I hope students these 3 punctuation marks are clear to you. In next video we will complete them, right? So I hope this much is clear to you. Still, if you feel any doubt, just go through your book once, and if still there is any doubt, contact me. Until here, try to practice this in your book and in your pull out sheets, right? So that this should be clear to you. Try to practice comma, full stop and capital letters. Thank you and take care.